come out of the phone. I'm breaking hearts and I put them in chrome. Swiping, no swiping. These be stealing my tones. Stealing the chops like the that I'm on. I might go fence and skeleton bone. You know what like me get cold. Icing out everything I own. Kick from the bottom to bottom. I brought my twin with me just like feeling Leo. These are watch me on replay, just like it's a real. You know I stay real. I could feel. I might go yellow or black on Margiela. I cut through the paper, I'm killing the bill. She stuck like a post. Sitting in the corner, I'm holding my. Cause I heard these little out here when we start earning, they be like, give me. They start turning, just like they Timmy. What y'all mad at me for? Why? Cause I'm pulling these things like Lenny. Rock out soon as I get on the stage. Open it up, we about to rage. Yeah. Can't be my equal, girl, we not the same. Everything pretty, I do what I do. Self-esteem drop when I step in the room. Damn, watch it, I know that wasn't cool.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Chris Jones on the stop. Second and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing Nix. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. And here's Daniel wheeling on now to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 41-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The Chiefs at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself in an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking, if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot, find a way to win some games, and keep moving forward.
Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 5.
They go back to the ground with Smith. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try and get him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level, the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on the defense. Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's second and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now Dobbins again on second down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now we got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
To throw is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now it's Nix. And the Chiefs are going to get him. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here's Smith to return it. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the move. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent, but you've got to do both on the Why, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. You talk about this Chiefs defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st down. A gain of 21 yards.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
The 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Bombers.
Nix to the air. Open man right side is Ingram. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
Ready? Right here.
They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Yellow. 180.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Yellow.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Yellow.
Running left is Smith. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
180.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Nick Benito coming in there to record the sack.
The city just made it sweet. Diabetic.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeded.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. That was 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it again with Smith. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now here's Mahomes. Now quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Riley Moss. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. They'll go play action with Nix. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 42-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So, Charles, they get to them with their 1st turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this 2nd half as they trail, and we are back underway. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people would think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Here's Pierce on the counter. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the Broncos first down. 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins to the 43, 2nd down.
Well, that'll be the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8. Off the play fake, here's Nix. Now a run here off the RPO, he'll keep it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got a 1st and 10. Well, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
They'll give to Smith out of the gun. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 95 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 32-yard line. A quick throw, but incomplete.
It sort of looks like they start some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Let's go up. 15, 15.
Now Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Pass complete to Royals. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to Dobbins on first. To the 43, second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
2nd and 5. Now up the middle. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll go again with Dobbins. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and second down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Shoves him away. And down inside the 15 he goes. 63 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
In motion right is Brown. A fake on the jet sweep and a give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Tucker with the extra point. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Chiefs 10. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it. To go for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Mahomes going to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. Powering his way forward. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. That's into the hands of Worthy. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And a short gain down to about the 33. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside handoff, Smith. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 106 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Again, it's Smith. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Butker on for the PAT. make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Chiefs 17, Broncos 13. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. They set up the screen for Dobbins. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? Third and 4. That is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on third and 3. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
And 8 yards to go.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Now it's Nix. And he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out on the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. J.K. Dobbins with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Broncos 20, Chiefs 17. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mahomes. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jared Barron.
And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here is 3rd and 5. Dobbins running out of the gun. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
To get the offense off the field, they'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going for it with Dobbins. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. This is 1st and 10.
Yellow. 180.
Mahomes will throw. Open man right side is Rice. Here's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
15.
At the 17-yard line.
15.
Here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. But this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away. Whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
We go from sorry inside to ready to grab them, to get to the fun. I want the money, the cash, the moolah, the bag, the currency stacking it up. We want the freedom to live and the freedom to have. The things we've been lacking, my bruh, so what are we lacking? I can point a dive, so much that's around. Better settle down, no one doing that. Though they send a hound, brought me in that, put me in the ground, turn me into ash, want to carry down. From those who came up before me, I made a change of the story. Find me a work in the morning, find me what people I'm on it, man, cause that is around every corner. When life is a keeper of person, dog, you act like an
Harrison Butker and a kickoff for Kansas City.
So it's the Broncos who are going to get the first shot at things. They'll have it here as we start in overtime. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have fought hard to reach this point. They've got the ball first. Remember, though, even if they score, it would quiet this crowd, but it doesn't end the game. But a chance to put a solid drive together here and at least get 3 and hopefully for them a touchdown. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Got a man open, it's Sutton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a carry for Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Nix to the air. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
The big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, They have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. To throw is Nix. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Tucker's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime, or obviously a touchdown will win it. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego, because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call, but when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller, and it's working for them in overtime.
Mahomes to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is good. A gut-wrenching moment, but he's able to bang it through from long distance, and they match an earlier OT field goal with one of their own.
Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So each team's had it. Each team's put up 3. It's sudden death now, and here we go. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. To throw, here's Nix. Able to find Mims. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Second and a couple. Throwing Nix. And this one complete again to Mims. And a timeout coming in here with just 7 seconds remaining in the extra session. Back-to-back completions, and that puts them in enemy territory.
And we're always looking for that elusive term, momentum, aren't we? And I think they're building it with the back-to-back completions. Now they feel like they can either take a shot or continue to build it the way that they're doing now.
George Karlaftis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Well, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and very rarely in the National Football League you tie. But that's what we had here. Each team with a field goal in the extra session, but nobody could separate.
I'm glad you went in that direction because I thought the next thing was going to be, and sometimes it rains, but that's not really the case here, right? Look, if this is college football, they keep playing. You know, they're going to break that tie and continue to go how many overtimes it takes. Postseason football, we're still playing. But it's the regular season. You get 1 extra period to decide it. This one, we get field goals on each side. And guess what? The end result's the same. Tie, off we go. Let's move on to the next one.